Over Moments with Dr. Marsha Baltimore.
Okay, everyone, I'm back here. I promised you I would give you the name of one state at least that has the legal and physical custody in one document, and that is New York. It has one document for everything, legal and physical. But not California. We have two sets of documents, legal or physical. So you'd have to go to your lawyer if, God forbid, you're getting a divorce and find out what you need. I just felt that you should know that you're under law as a grandparent to wait until the court tells you when you can visit, and you should sit with your two children, the parents, the legal parents, and figure out what holidays you would like to see your whole family there, and possibly invite the other grandparents to that event. Like if it's Christmas, you take Christmas, the other one take Thanksgiving. Try to work that out amicably in your living room, not in a court. And talk to the opposite spouse. Like if it's your daughter who's the mother, first talk to her and then get her husband with her and talk to him and her and see if you can figure out what holiday you'd like to ask for. And then he can go to his mother and father and ask for it, and they will ask for a second holiday. I think you should do that on a quiet matter and not get aggressive. Try to be cooperative, and why they need that holiday if they pick the same one, or alternate the years, odd years one parent, even years another parent. But put it into your own words so that you are fair to the second spouse without the blame game. That's about what I had to say about joint custody, is what the court is looking for at all times. And I'm saying that's for the parents, and I'm saying joint custody for the visitations of the grandparents. Everybody has a turn, and everybody gives their turn to the other grandparent when it's their time. Now, I want to give you some statistics so you can see where we're going. There's a trend here. 1 in 8 children in the United States in 1981, 1 in 8 in 1981, lived in broken homes. In 1951, only 7% of American children lived in intact homes. Only 7% lived in intact homes. 1 in 8 lived in broken, and 7% of American kids lived in intact. That was 1981, and I don't have the statistics for today, but I'm looking for them. And I have to find out where to get them. There has to be an organizational governmental bureau for this, like the census, which I did before for you, telling you about the old folks, us, that we were 49% of the population, but I can't find the children's statistics in there. I have to keep working. If anybody knows it, call us up. We would be thrilled. 800-336-2225. So now we're going to talk about stop using a visitation to the grandchildren as a weapon. Because if you do that as a weapon, you need to be counseled for it. There's a reason you're doing that. I don't know, but you have to go to a real good counselor, psychologist, or court officer for this purpose of visitation. And tell what you want legally to visit, when you want to go, how long you want to go, and see if you can get someone else to intervene for you to get your visitation rights if you're not happy with what you're getting. Don't get testy. It's not worth it. What's worth it is to know what you want and ask the right people, and that would be the lawyer or the court, like I said, ad litem person who's appointed to help you. And then you will be much happier because it will happen. So there's an example here about custody in a smoking situation. A few custody cases involve the children's exposure to tobacco smoke smoked by the adult, the parent. And now there's evidence that environmental tobacco is harmful, so the courts will weigh that factor against all the others in making a decision as to where the child should live. You have to know that. It's not you, me, and the court. It's some habits that you have to understand the court won't tolerate with children. So I'm telling you all of this so you don't go in there with a fighting mad attitude. You have to give and get. That's the best I can say it. Okay? Now, a quality of a child's relationship with other people is to be considered. The man who called before loved living with his grandmother. He said it. He learned values that he couldn't get anywhere else. So that's in the child's best interest. And he can maintain his relationship with other brothers who come to visit there, 'cause it's the same grandmother, you know, other sisters, other cousins, extended community, and so on. And then the quality of the child's relationship will include the family and the neighborhood, and what he does in the afternoons and what he does in the mornings with the grandmother, etc. So I think you have to take it all into consideration and keep an open mind and ask the child what he wants. Because the child will give a factor. I want to live with grandma when my mommy works. He said that. Or I don't want to live with grandma. He may say that. You have to hear it, and the judge has to hear it. So the judge is careful as to what he does after he hears enough evidence. So the judge will either ask the child directly or order the child custody investigators or evaluators to understand the problem. So I hope you can keep a cool head about it and remember that domestic violence and child abuse is not tolerated, and you won't get the child if you have any record of that. So keep your cool. That's what I'm saying here. Now I want to talk about another subject, unless someone calls on the custody issue. I don't see anyone calling at the moment. So I want to talk about the grandparent who needs care. There's a book called Caring for Your Parent. And after the break, I'm going to tell you about Helen McLean, how she wrote that book.
CRN